going for Valentine's Day. And so glad that you took some time out of your busy schedules tonight to join us to talk about the early bird specials with Akana. So, without any further ado, I am going to have Dr. Betty unmute and we're going to go through these specials. Dr. Betty, you out there? Dr. Betty, you out there? Can you speak? And if you're talking, we're not hearing you. While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Guys, I hope you guys are excited about Valentine's Day. Listen, I know that we should always tell our loved ones that we love them and have affection for them.
Good
But you
evening,
know,
everybody.
hey, Dr. Betty,
Good
I was just reminding
evening.
everybody that we should always talk about how much we care about our loved ones, but Valentine's Day is set aside specifically for love. And so let's talk about those early bird specials. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me, Dr. Betty?
Would that be a yes or a no?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Are you able to respond? Can you hear me? Dr. Betty, if you're
Well,
speaking, we
I
can't
don't
hear
hear
you.
you if anybody's saying anything. Isla, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I
Meridian?
can hear I
Yes,
can hear you. Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you.
Brenda?
Yes, I can.
What's going on?
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Dr. Betty, are you not able to hear me?
Now I hear you.
Okay. Was it your volume?
Maybe.
Okay. Great.
I was
Wonderful.
I was screaming hello to everybody and nobody was saying anything.
Well, yeah, we couldn't hear you at all. So,
Okay.
not a problem. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yep. Coming.
Awesome. So, guys, Valentine's Day 2025
Whoop,
is
whoop.
right upon us, and Akana has knocked it out of the park again, giving you products to enhance your love life. So, without any further ado, Dr. Betty, let's share with them what's been cooking up in the lab, and I will share the graphic, and we'll just talk about that, okay?
Cool. Sounds like a plan
Good
to
stuff.
me.
So here's the agenda, guys. We're going to talk about the new products, which are Liquid Bliss and Pure Arousal. Talk about their features and benefits. The new chocolate, chocolate euphoria, the features and the benefits, and then we'll wrap it up with special pricing. So let's get going. So the first product, Dr. Betty, is called Liquid Bliss. This is a THCA lubricant, Dr. Betty.
Wow.
So, you talked about how THCA is affected in the endocannabinoid system. And Dr. Betty, I found out that there are actually receptors in the reproductive area. Can you talk a little bit
Mhm.
more about that?
Most definitely. Well, if you recall, we have cannabinoid receptors in all of our major organs, as well as the periphery. So that means, the heart, the brain, the lungs, the heart, the gonads, like the uterus, the fallopian tubes, the ovaries, the male gonads, as well as just everywhere else in the body. In fact, like I said, the 10 major organs. And so when those receptor sites are activated, remember what happens? It brings about homeostasis, which is a balancing a complete balancing, and it allows for the all of the organs and systems to be manipulated, to be regulated by the endocannabinoid system. And again, this brings them all into balance, allows them to be able to function at their highest or their maximum capacity. In other words, they can now heal, regulate, and regenerate
I
themselves.
love it. And apparently, liquid bliss is to help regenerate um areas that are gonna our areas a lubricant. I love the logo there and how that's shaped.
I
It's
know,
very
isn't it?
apropos, right? But it
Yes,
says
it is.
to spray 4 to 6 pumps vaginally as needed to enhance moisture and pleasure. It is safe for consumption, so any way that you like to enjoy your partner, you'll be safe to be able to do that with liquid bliss. Is also safe to use with condoms if that is part of your regimen. So then there's one that's called Pure Arousal, Dr. Betty. This
Mm,
is a suppository
mm.
that is used internally. It's got MCT coconut oil, hemp oil, THCA, and
Yay.
it is in a vegan capsule. Now, this pack includes 5 capsules in there, and you're going to use them one at a time. It is inserted inside of the body. You can use it either in the vagina or the rectum, however you're looking for that arousal in the evening before bed or sex. And how does that work? Is it going to dissolve in some way, Dr. Betty?
It sure is. The capsule is a vegan capsule, and it is actually biodegradable. So it is going to literally melt and let the enclosed oils out. Now, the benefit is that the rectum as well as the vagina are very vascularized. In other words, there are lots and lots of blood vessels there. And so the flavonoids, the terpenes, and all of the cannabinoids are going to be transported into the bloodstream very rapidly because of the heightened vascularization there in those areas. And so you're going to feel the effects about as quick as if you had put it under your tongue, and maybe even quicker.
Oh, okay. So
Maybe even quicker.
maybe 10 minutes or so.
Hmm.
Interesting. So here's some benefits of THCA. They have anti-inflammatory properties. THCA may reduce localized inflammation, making it soothing for sensitive areas. Relaxation and tension relief. THCA might help reduce muscle tension and create a sense of relaxation, which could enhance intimacy. I mean, really, Dr. Betty, if you're not hurting anymore, why not get some, right?
I
Pain
like the
relief.
way you put that.
That's right. um, and if you're not hurting anymore, what's the barrier? So pain relief for THCA, known for its potential analgesic properties. THCA could make the experience more comfortable for individuals with discomfort or conditions like pelvic pain. Can you speak a little bit about how that type of pain relief can be assisted by THCA?
Well, again, we have the THCA, which is number one, is anti-inflammatory. Um, it is also in a so anti-inflammatory and helps the musculature, the cells to relax. In addition to that, you've got the MCT coconut oil in there, which is highly lubricating. And so between the THCA and the increased lubrication, not to mention some of the other things that we haven't even gotten to yet. I see this as a very beneficial enhancement to intimacy.
Awesome. Now let's see. Let's go. If I can go
Not to
back.
mention, especially with some of the baby boomers, women especially who have gone through menopause or are going through menopause, there's an increased level of vaginal dryness. And so this particular formula will be very beneficial to them.
That's awesome. And matter of fact, you were talking about the benefits of coconut oil as a natural moisturizer. It's deeply
Mhm.
hydrating and helps to prevent dryness or chafing. It does have antimicrobial properties too. MCT coconut oil contains lauric acid, which can help protect against certain bacteria and fungi.
Mhm.
And then there's a smooth application. So MTC coconut oil is silky, makes it an ideal base for lube, enhancing the overall experience. I mean,
Yep.
really, once you have the relaxation, the pain relief, and then you've got an easy transition without dryness or chafing, it definitely has got to enhance that experience and make
Mhm.
Valentine's Day much more fun. And every other day, right?
And every other day.
So there's benefits to hemp oil too. Did you want to go over those?
Sure. So the hemp oil actually nourishes the skin because of its rich in omega 3s and omega 6 fatty acids. It's also deeply nourishing and moisturizes the skin, so it promotes elasticity and comfort. In addition to that, it's got soothing properties because hemp oil may calm irritated or sensitive skin, which adds an extra layer of comfort. So similar to oh uh our other oils that we use, like shea butter, just very nourishing and bit just
Right, right.
smoothing and soothing. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, so. And then too, hemp oil has again those omegas, which are super, super moisturizing to the skin,
Right.
down into the deeper layers of the skin.
Wow. That's really great.
Yeah.
So we've got suppository, liquid bliss, and chocolate euphoria. Now
Yum, yum,
that
yum.
sounds like infused
Heaven.
chocolate. Is that infused chocolate?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what we're talking about.
So, all of these products come together to enhance intimacy, providing smooth, natural, and nourishing lube for heightened comfort and pleasure. There's therapeutic use. Tell us more about that.
So, using these products can help with issues like pelvic pain again and the dryness that we discussed, and uh, helps to quell some of that discomfort that might be experienced during intimacy. So, with those things, issues taken care of, a body can relax.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, so you get a high there. There it is right there.
And there you
Tropical
go.
relaxation.
You know your thing, right?
Yes.
Localized relaxation and soothing properties when applied to tense or sore areas. Now, Dr. Betty, I don't know about you, I don't know what you do at your house, but I think that most of us would agree that a great massage
Mm-hmm.
is a great way of leading to foreplay. It can be a
Mm-hmm.
form of foreplay.
Mm-hmm.
It
For
can be a
sure.
form of, a love language. Some of
Right.
our love language is a touch
Right.
and acts of kindness. So a massage is two things out of the love languages that right there
Exactly.
in one act. And then,
Exactly.
intimacy and lovemaking is all about showing your partner and showing how special they are and how much you care about them. And what's more caring than a nice massage to loosen, soften, and get rid of that tension. And
Mm-hmm.
then then there's sex, which releases a lot of tension, right? So
So,
there's other features. There's natural and the natural and plant based. It combines the power of hemp with holistic ingredients, perfect for wellness focused customers. And Dr. Betty, did you know that our products are both eco friendly and vegan?
oh yes, most
So
definitely.
all of our consumers that are looking at our products, and people look at our website, they call in the customer service all the time, and they want to make sure that as natural as we seem, we get these questions on a regular basis. So, guys, as you're listening to all of the products that we're talking about, just know that just like all of the other products, we are careful to make sure that we stay on brand with the natural, plant based, vegan, and eco friendly so that all of it is consistent across the board. What do you think about that, Dr. Betty?
I think that that is awesome, and I know that I'm very proud of each and every one of our products because I know the care that goes into making sure that we can offer the purest, the most effective products on the market.
I love that. I love
Yep.
that. So let's talk a little bit more about this chocolate euphoria.
Mm.
So so
Mm.
only 8 calories per serving. You gotta love
Ah,
that, right? It's not a lot of sugar, 1 gram of sugar. And just like any candy, you're not expecting to get a whole lot of nutritional value out of this. But what do we have that is gonna bring our body back into balance? What makes it euphoric, Dr. Betty?
how about a little THCA?
Stop it.
But you know what? And it's not just the THCA. That coupled with the chocolate, OMG. You
Just
know,
tell me.
it's almost like the entourage effect because chocolate has real chocolate, which we utilize, from the real cacao. Um, has so many health benefits. Oh my gosh, and I'm not even gonna go into them because right now we're talking about the euphoria and the relaxation and the intimacy portion. But just let me make it clear that chocolate has a treasure grove of health benefits, heart, liver, blood pressure, on and on and on, brain power, but it also makes you feel good, and it stimulates the feel good hormones like dopamine. It also can eliminate signs and symptoms of help to eliminate signs and symptoms of depression. um, it's awesome when it comes to providing like flavonols, which are antioxidants, which help with that um, oxidative stress and the cortisol, all of which, can cause damage to our cells and to our DNA. So the chocolate combined with the THCA is just something on the other side of phenomenal.
I love it. I love it. So is that why people give chocolates at Valentine's Day? Because the chocolate itself makes you feel good just
It
by
does.
itself? Is that the
does.
whole deal?
It does. It really, really does. Like I said, it can help quell depressive moods. It can lift your mood. Um, it boosts your brain power so your mind is clearer. It actually has a soothing effect on the body and the mind too. And so when you are relaxed, of course, you're more amenable to intimacy and those practices.
I love it. I love that. Wow. Check out the antioxidants you were just talking about in cocoa.
Mhm. Yep.
So, flavonols is the primary polyphenols in cocoa, such as catechins and
Mhm.
epicatechins. They're
Mhm.
known for their ability to neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress. I mean, flavonols are really
Mhm.
great for helping the body to help itself, really, right?
Exactly.
In getting rid of those free radicals and
Mhm.
really increasing the vibration of a person. And then there's theobromine, which is a mild stimulant in cocoa that also has antioxidant properties. I mean, coca, now this theobromine is going to be that stimulant, right? So we always think
Right.
it's sugar, but this is actually an antioxidant element in the cocoa itself. It's not
Right.
about
Right.
the sugar. We think about energy and stimulation really coming from that, but it's not that. it's
Right.
it's
Exactly.
actually, yeah, that's really really cool. And then
And then I'm sorry, the people think too that it's really caffeine in,
right, right, right,
but
right.
it's not. It's really theobromine. Would
Wow.
be a much milder stimulant than caffeine, and it has so much more healthful benefits. In other words, it has antioxidant properties. So again, it helps with that oxidative stress, uh, helping to neutralize those free radicals, and minimizing the damage done in the body by those things.
Well, that's awesome. And then I see there's proanthocyanidins, which are really contribute to a big part of the antioxidant
Hmm.
qualities. I mean, it just seems like to me, just based on these key antioxidants, that cocoa is just really the bomb
It
when it
really is.
comes to that. I mean, proanthocyanidins by themselves are an excellent antibacterial component and really have been known for preventing oral illnesses like even oral cancer. So
Hmm.
just that property alone in cocoa, I mean, I'm just amazed at all of the natural things that are here that we just have not been educated on. And I'm so
Exactly.
excited, Dr. Betty, that you and the other formulators have, made sure that we're introduced to these substances naturally occurring that we can put in our products and enhance ourselves and enhance our customers.
Exactly. Now, let me say now, don't run out and get you a Hershey's bar because it has
It's not the same.
virtually none of these properties, okay? Because number one, the first ingredient is sugar, and
Look
the second
here,
ingredient is
you hear somebody saying,
milk.
"Oh, that's my justification for eating that
For
Snicker."
chocolate.
Right,
Not.
right. Not the Heath
Yeah,
bar, not the Snickers,
no,
not the
no,
Hershey's.
no. We're talking
No,
healthy
no.
chocolates
Not
here.
M&Ms. No, no,
Exactly,
no.
exactly.
Okay, thank you for bringing us back to life here, okay? So then there's a mechanism of antioxidant activity. Um, Dr. Betty, talk about how the free radical is actually neutralized. We have it right here, and maybe you can help
Yeah,
us
so
simplify.
we've been talking a lot about antioxidants as of late, as far as our aronia berry, as far as the nutrient dense foods that we've been eating, the juices that we've been taking in, especially during the cleanse and what have you. And so free radicals are produced because of oxidative stress. You remember the picture of the banana that turning brown, the screw, the nail, uh and its bolt turning rusty. Well, that's actually what goes on in our bodies when we encounter substances in our environment that cause oxidative stress, echo pollution, in the form of, our phones, the TVs, the microwaves, the the cell towers and the like. Not to mention the food that we're eating, which are, highly processed, with and laden with pesticides and herbicides and that kind of thing. And like I said, just breathing. And then again, we have the stress, uh, the chronic stress that we're all affected by. So all of these things cause oxidation, oxidative stress in the body. And this is the importance of antioxidants because they actually fight to neutralize that oxidative stress and the free radicals that um, result from them because those free radicals cause damage in the cells and in the DNA, which make us much more susceptible to various disease conditions, dysfunction, and even think to go so far as to say contributing greatly to cancer. So you can see how uh, neutralizing those free radicals, how important that is. Hence, the importance of getting more and more antioxidants in our system.
Wow, that's really good. There are health benefits linked to cocoa's antioxidant power. Just to drive your point home, flavonols improve blood vessel function by enhancing nitric oxide production, which is really a vasorelaxant, right? It relaxes and dilates blood vessels,
Mhm.
reducing blood pressure and improving circulation. So let's swing that back to Valentine night. You
Mhm.
want to reduce stress and improve circulation because that sounds like everybody wins, right?
Exactly. And especially the older guys or uh, folks that might be on medication that might be causing a little ED or that kind of thing. You've got some natural substance here that's going to right there functions to enhance nitric oxide production. And nitric oxide relaxes the vessels, dilates the blood vessels, and increases blood flow and increases circulation. And this is exactly part of the problem with ED.
Wow. And did you know that antioxidants in cocoa support cognitive function by
Man,
improving blood flow in the brain and protecting neurons from oxidative damage?
yep.
Guys, what that means for Valentine's night, I'm just going to be a little jokey here. That means you can get a little bit more creative, right? You want to be, you know, the same whole thing. The polyphenols in cocoa have anti-inflammatory properties, which may help reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Wow. Wow. And then cocoa's antioxidants can protect the skin from UV damage and improve skin texture and hydration. You just
Mm,
look younger.
exactly.
That's awesome. That's really great. So now check this out, Dr. Betty. This is the ORAC score of cocoa. Tell us
Mm.
more about that.
So the ORIC score relates to the oxygen radical absorbs or absorbance capacity. In other words, how well a substance, an antioxidant, can absorb the free radicals that are being produced. And so the score actually measures again the antioxidant capacity of foods. Now, unsweetened cocoa powder typically has a very high ORIC score, somewhere around 55,000 to 60,000. Uh, uh,
Millimole.
yeah, thanks. Those things per 100 grams. So it makes it really one of the most antioxidant rich foods when you start talking about superfoods.
Wow.
And yep. So that is akin to our um, aronia berry juice. If you remember, our aronia berry juice actually clocks in at 40,000. Um, those things, minimals, whatever they are. And so, if you're a product of our product, and you're doing your aronia berry juice, your aronia berry powder in your smoothies and what have you. You're doing the fuel, which has the aronia berry in it. and you're now partaking of this phenomenal piece of chocolate. Oh my goodness. Blood
Wow.
down.
I can't wait. I
Bring
love what
all
is
the
nobody, here's another excuse to eat chocolate,
I know, right?
right?
In limited amounts now, kids.
That's right. That's
Don't
right.
go, don't go
Guys,
haywire.
I have great, listen to this, Dr. Betty. We've talked about three products that we have that are available for Valentine's Day. Of
Nice.
course, our CEO is going to help us with a great special. So individually, you would be paying retail of 149.
Mm,
You pay just 99.95 plus save 10%.
nice.
Guys, this is limited to only 50. So tonight, go to your website and make sure that you are able to get your pure arousal, liquid bliss, and chocolate euphoria. All right. Get them now. That way you've got plenty of time for them to get to you, and you'll be ready for Valentine night. And I just feel confident that it's gonna be like no other. So,
Well,
Dr.
look,
B, do you have
yeah,
any closing words?
I can only say go for it, guys, and don't forget your besties, your confidants who express that they might be having a little bit of a few issues in those areas. This might be just the thing to give them that foot up and help them experience a happy Valentine's Day and
And
night.
do remember too, we've got not only these products that are specific to the sexual experience, but you also have your other products, your lotion that's available in our skincare. You also have your flower that can be enjoyed, or the vape flavors that can be enjoyed. So all of that, you have infusible water soluble products that you can use in your wine. Dr. Betty, we got it all laid out there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Any
you
which
can
way you
absolutely.
want it.
I said what now?
Any which way you want it.
Any which way you want it. So, guys, it's been our pleasure tonight to take a little bit of time. Yes, Iola, they should be back there. I was just looking at them before the call. So they will be activated if they're not already activated for sale. They are being loaded. So if they're not already activated for sale right now, they will be before the end of the evening. But I do know that they are loaded, and because like I said, I did take a look at them. Absolutely. So, guys, yes, take advantage of these tonight. It is a limited. The first 25 the first 25 people that order this is are going to get a 4 pack of power gummies. And let me make sure that I got that exactly right. Just a moment. Yes, that's right. First 25 get a 4 pack of power gummies. So not only do you get it today for $99, limited to 50 packs, but the first 25 of you are going to get a free gift. Come on, right?
And yes, it's loaded already, ready for you to add it to your cart and take it away.
All right, right. I figured it would be.
It's
See,
there.
told you. So let's see. Any other questions, folks? I know I'm ordering mine, Dr. Betty.
Hmm.
I can't wait to have an excuse to eat this chocolate
That
and
makes
to
48.
enjoy Valentine's
Oh,
night
not
with
40,
our
23.
partner. Yep. So let's see. Well, guys, again, it's been our pleasure to bring this information to you. And we look forward to hearing your testimony about how great your Valentine's night was, but not too
Yep.
many details, okay? All right. We'll
And
talk to you soon.
Share it with your business partners too, guys.
Absolutely. Share with your business partners. Let them know that this is on live and
Popping.
ready to go. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you guys
Absolutely.
for